25 games coming up. Bill, if you will, put in perspective the AFC North.
Well, this guy right here, John Harbaugh, what he's done. Remember, 6 weeks ago, he inserted Lamar Jackson, a team that had been losing, and they have changed their identity. And a lot of credit goes to him.
I did notice the last couple weeks that he is getting better throwing the football as you go along. That's what you expect, and I expect him to have a good day throwing the football today against the Cleveland Browns.
How about the ageless wonder, Terrell Suggs?
Yeah.
I mean, and you don't think this game isn't a game made for him? He's going to be running around all over the place after one of these rookie quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, today. And you know what? This game last year, they lost because Andy Dalton is going to do what Baker Mayfield is going to try to do today. I don't think that happens. I think this defense is going to stand up to the rookie quarterback, and they're going to welcome him to the NFL their style.
If this was a movie, there'd be no better young fella scripted to play the villain today for Baltimore than Baker Mayfield. He embodies everything that it means to go out there and dampen somebody's party.
And talking about embodying a team, there's Ben Roethlisberger who's trying to take his team on his shoulders. He will not have Antonio Brown today, but he will have James Conner. And again, they will be looking at the scoreboard. If they don't look at it, if it's off the Heinz Field screen, they will be aware of what's taking place.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's James Conner, and hopefully they'll give him the football, spread it out today, throw it, run it. And, you know, if they don't make the playoffs, this will be, I think, one of the best rosters I've seen in the last 15 or 20 years not to make the playoffs. You know what? Many good players on each side of the ball.
You know what, Phil? It's criminal that they don't make the playoffs. There's expectations in Pittsburgh. When you have a Hall of Me, is really, I mean, losing on the road to Denver the way they did, losing at Oakland the way they did. I mean, these are bad losses for a team that is this good.
And it's a fine line in this business. I said it all the time, to winning and losing. The games that they won a year ago by 3 points or less, they lost this year.
Right.
And they did not finish games. And it wasn't just one side of the ball or the other. These were games you talked about. You talked about the Denver. You talk about Oakland. You talk about the LA Chargers. These are the line.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Jim, I'm watching today, and obviously this is a game that's important for Ryan Tannehill. A lot of questions surrounding him, what his future is going to be, and he went out and really didn't perform very well today. I think his final numbers were 18 for 31, 147 yards, 2 interceptions, and those seem to be like the numbers we've seen, Jim, over the last month or so coming out of Ryan Tannehill. So I think that's a tough situation. Not good news for him, not good news for the football team, because I think that quarterback his position now is in question more than it's been certainly for the last 7 years since Ryan's been here.
Yeah, all right, Bill, I think well said. All right, well, we'll check back with you. Of course, we stand by waiting to hear from Ryan Tannehill and, of course, Dolphin head coach Adam Gase. We're going to take a pause here on the fifth quarter postgame show. Plenty to talk about this game and, of course, this season. And again, we're going to hear from Dolphin head coach momentarily. You're watching the fifth quarter postgame show. We'll be right back after this.
Bo's Breakdown is sponsored by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Head to your...
Pressing too hard. And I feel like everybody, Big Ben had moments this year where he made some decisions. You would have thought he was a rookie out there. Juju Smith-Schuster trying to fight for extra yards. He fumbles the ball. Antonio Brown in moments not being the guy that we thought he was supposed to be. And then going to the sideline, you know, not shifting their blame on Tomlin, but we joke about the challenge flags, him challenging plays he shouldn't, and then even time management. I feel like as a team this year, they pressed a little too hard because going into the season, I looked at the Steelers, one of the best squads, period. And they were my pick to take out the Patriots. The one thing the Patriots do is they did it more consistently, which is the Patriot way.
And the one thing I will say, sometimes I think they were too comfortable. They felt they could turn it on at times. I could just turn it on when I needed to turn it on. They got too comfortable and they got complacent. That's why I said that's the worst thing that can happen when you have success.
So while we've had the spotlight on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and properly so, certainly a coach I think who's pushed the right buttons in season, John Harbaugh in Baltimore. But before we go there, let's look at the AFC picture in general.
All right, so not much has changed thus far from the earlier games. The Patriots clinched a bye, so they're, of course, the number 2 seed. Texans will win the AFC South. They'll at least be the 3 seed. Now, they can move up. The Patriots can move up depending on what Kansas City and the Chargers do here. And obviously, Indianapolis and the Titans tonight, that is a winner-take-all number 6 seed entrance into the AFC playoffs.
So maybe we were talking about Baltimore as well, too. Baltimore, certainly John Harbaugh is pushing right buttons. We understand the backdrop of his